Um, Hello, guys. I'm here just to talk to you a little bit about the three related topics: the maxims, or the principles of communication, the concept of phrases according to Brown and Levinson, and also the politeness strategies. Okay, this is the outline. You can see that I will talk about. It's rather a revision on the four maxims, and then the reason why people flout the maxim. I think that these two topics I won't focus much on this because we did it in the classroom already. What I will do is focusing on the notion of positive and negative phases and the politeness strategies in response to the positive and negative phases. Um, I think we have learned that there are actually four maxims to make communication easy and straightforward. The maxim of quantity, quality, the maxim of relation and manner. The quantity is that the information it should not be too much or too little. The maxims of quality is about the truth that you say or you communicate. The maxim of relation is about what you say or your utterances must be related to one another. It's about coherence and the manner as well. Be orderly and logical. And there are many reasons why people fraud the maxim. Okay, I think we have discussed this. I will not go through this. But many people say that one of the reasons why we do not follow or disobey those maxims are because communication is also about human relation. We want to maintain cordial relationship with one another. People have phases, and we have like two phases: positive phase and negative phase, according to Brown and Levison. Positive phase is that people want to be liked, they want to be accepted, belonging to a group, they want to be admired. People need love. Negative phase, we want liberty, we want the freedom to do what we want. So it's common that everybody want these two things. So our positive phase is that the desire to be liked, appreciated, approved of or something. This is negative phase is the desire to not to be imposed upon. In other words, to be able to do what you want to do. So what happened is that, sorry, what happened is that um, we need to, when we communicate, we need to take into consideration people, faces, and we should try to use strategies to address those uh, phases that we have. We can use what we call positive politeness strategy, or the strategy addressing to the need of people to be loved, to be liked, like giving compliments, say something nice. Oh, what a nice shirt you have. And negative politeness strategy, if you are going to invade their freedom or make them feel uncomfortable, you should be polite. Politeness can actually compensate for uh, your invasion of their liberty. And, and there are actually four politeness strategies according to Brown and Levinson. Number one is the direct one, the ball on record. Usually you follow the Maxims. And the positive politeness strategy, here you are addressing their positive phase, and the negative politeness strategy, you actually uh, respond to their negative phase. And the indirect way, or what we call the off record. Let's look at the first one, the ball off record. According to Brown and Levinson 1978, it's just say directly like do it, open the door, your file or something like that. The second one is the negative politeness strategies, where you respond to the uh, uh, negative phrase of people. You have to use this indirectly. Uh, would you mind opening the door for us? You use politeness. Okay. Or you can use the likely. I wonder if you could tell me where the toilet is, something like that. It's a bit long. Okay. Usually you will use these to strangers or the people that you don't really know very well, to customers, something like that. And you can use hedges. Okay. And the off record one is when you are indirect and you don't say it directly, like you could say like it's a bit too warm here in this room, don't you think? You indirectly say that maybe someone here should switch on the aircon. Okay. Yeah, and the positive politeness I talked about is already. The negative politeness, and the just to wrap up, you know I talk about the maxim, the four maxims, the reason why people flout the maxim. I think the maxim proposed by Paul Christ. Okay, so you can read more, searching the name Paul Christ. And also the positive phrase and negative phrase by Brown and Levinson, and the four politeness strategies. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something from this uh, mini lecture.